So on my last video, I basically told you guys that today I am going to talk about our slogan. But before I can get into all of that, I gotta get a damn intro out the way. You guys already know. So let's go.
Love me, I'm on my cool J. If you get what I get, what would you say? She wax it all off, Mr. Miyagi, and them suicide doors, Ari Kari. Look at me now, look at me now, oh, I'm getting paper. Look at me now, oh, look at me now, yeah.
Me and my niggas tryna get it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hit that house, can't tell me is you with it, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Dreams and living life like rappers do. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool. I fucked Sherade and went to tell my bros. Then Usher Ray and let it burn came on. I saw all the nights I rhyming, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Park the cars and we start rhyming, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. The only thing we had to free our mind. Then freeze that first when we see dollar signs. You looking like an easy come up, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. A silver spoon, I know you come from, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. And that's a lifestyle that we never knew. Go at the revenue for the revenue. Go Holly Berry, no hallelujah.
So what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Trucking Truth, man. I'm your boy Aaron Hamilton, and today I want to talk to you guys basically about how we got our slogan and what does it mean for us, and as we grow, how do we plan on implementing it. But before I can even go further into detail on that, I gotta get this one thing out the way. If you guys haven't done so already, please go to our personal channel, which is my wife and I. And go, if y'all want to get high with us and say our personal life, and as we're doing personal things, go to the THC. The link is always down in the description box. Yeah, so that out the way. Today I want to get into talking about our company name as well as our slogan. Now, our company name is called A&S Freight Express. Excuse me, I just woke up. But it's called A&S Freight Express. And the reason why we chose that name is because my name is Aaron and my wife's name is Sharia. And basically what I did is I came to Sharia and I told her that I wanted to become an owner operator and I want to build a fleet and have my own company, whatever. And this is like way back before we got married, and she turned around and said she wanted to be a part of the same thing. It really touched my heart. So we decided to name our company after us, basically, and A&S Freight Express was born. So now that we've found the name, got our name registered, which is an LLC now, we wanted to get a slogan that we felt that could impact the industry, set us apart from other carriers as we grow, and basically give basically give us our own identity inside of the industry. Now, here's the thing about trucking: when you're a carrier, you're competing with so many different carriers. Like right now, being an owner operator, I mean, the only person I'm competing with at the end of the day is myself. But I'm also out here, especially when you're working at a job, you're competing with other owner operators. When you become a carrier yourself, you're stepping on other people's grounds and you're competing with other carriers. So as I grow, I wanted to be able to figure out a way that we could separate ourselves away from everybody else. So a girlfriend of ours at an old carrier that I used to work for, which I don't recommend anybody to work there. And this is the company I started out being an owner operator doing a lease purchase deal. I became good friends with a guy named James Gatto, and he was a old guy, man. Matter of fact, like me and him used to talk so much, my wife would call him my boyfriend. If you guys are familiar with trucking, it's fun and games. But cause me and him would talk so much, there was a lot of stuff that we were going through together at the same carrier, and he was an old head, an old school driver, and he taught me a lot. So he was added on our Facebook, and I decided, you know what, we was gonna let other people basically pick out a slogan for us. So we went on Facebook and we said, hey, we're trying to figure out the best slogan for our company, and I wrote a status about it. James Yaddo turned around and posted where the wife is boss. So me and Sharia, like, we started talking, and I told her about it, and she wanted that slogan, and then I kind of wanted that slogan too, because we felt like that's what's going to set us apart as we grow, set us apart, keep us in our own lane, and keep us down, keep us in a certain area. Now, we want to grow, hopefully, to become a mega carrier. Okay, you get a lot of people that say you can't do it, but when you look at these mega carriers, it's already out here and it's been around for some years, and it's easier for them to adapt to changes and adapt to new laws and new regulations. At the end of the day, they all started from somewhere, from nothing. So that's the only benchmark or bench press I feel like that kind of gives me an encouragement that we can actually become a major carrier, a mega carrier in my lifetime. Because at the end of the day, it's something that we could give back to our kids, and we can definitely impact our community that we live in. So we chose the wife as boss because here's what it is, especially to all you new school drivers, you new drivers that's out there. You're going to get with a carrier to go get your CDL. After that, you're no longer a person. You're just a driver. To a carrier, to a major carrier, you're no longer a driver anymore. You're just a number. And it's a series. You're going to be married, have kids, and stuff. And your job requirement is for you to be out on the road. And as a company driver, and even for lease drivers that's like new in the industry, you guys really can't come home when you want to come home. You understand what I'm saying? And what we feel like where wife is boss, where the wife is boss, we looked at it from this standpoint why it made sense. Okay? Most of the industry in trucking is all male. Okay? And most of the males are married and have kids and they have wives at home. So where we figured that was a PowerPoint is, as a man, as an over-the-road truck driver, being away from my wife, I know what it's like having your wife telling you, you want to come home. You got these certain events that your wife wants you to be a part of. And I feel like as a carrier, even we can incorporate that. And what will set us apart is actually, stopping that whole favoritism chain, stopping that whole number chain. Because I feel like even new school drivers, new drivers coming in the industry, they're going to learn more by the people they make a bond with. And if they can make a bond with a certain carrier, teach them everything they need to know, try to build a career there, help ease down turnovers. But one of the biggest complaints about any over-the-road driver is, I said I want to be home on this date, but they have me home 3 days later. Or I need to get home right here, right now, and They get home 3 days later, due to an emergency, due to just life. You know, we got so many male drivers who's got spouses at home that's got and their spouses are pregnant and they're missing their due date. You know what I'm saying? Also, other life happenings. So where the wife is boss means it allows the driver to be in control, to be able to listen and be a part of his wife's life more than what the current industry is letting them now. I feel like we can set our own pace and our own tone like that. Being able to grow to a point that, hey, if a driver says he needs to go home, we're going to get him home. There ain't no waiting until 2 days after to finally start to route him home. Ain't no looking at a different load. It basically being one of the only carriers, and there's some out there, but being one of the only carriers that doesn't put money before the driver. Also, where the wife is boss, this also goes out to all the female drivers. There's a lot of female drivers who is out here that is, in my words, it's not really prepared. They're not really safe. They're not really. They're not in an industry that at the end of the day it looks out for them as well. I'll say it like that. We all know there's crazy people all over the world, but in trucking you meet a variety of people, and for women it's harder for them because, especially if they're solo drivers who's out here by themselves, is not they don't have no way to protect themselves unless they buy their own base or whatever. So we kind of want to incorporate later down the line ways that we can help protect women in our industry against people that wasn't properly vetted before coming into the industry. You know, giving women certain apps, certain things that allows them to be able to stay in the truck more, or allows them to go out of the truck more, and they don't have to worry about being vulnerable to these crazy guys out here. So basically, A&S Freight Express is going to be more of a family-oriented company as it grows, and it's also going to be more where it can empower, our women out here on the road. You know what I'm saying? I hear it all the time when you turn on a CB radio where a girl just starts talking and then the cat calls come and all of that, and it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't even be that way. Trucking, in my opinion, came definitely a long way. I know when trucking came out, it was an all-white male industry. Then it started allowing black males to come in, and then it started allowing husband and wives, and then it started allowing female drivers. So it came a long way from where it started. But I always feel like there's more that carriers could do, and there's also more that us drivers can do to better it that much more. I mean, there's some things I don't think is fucking worth it, like hours of service or whatever, but as far as keeping our women safe and keeping our women feeling at home, feeling like, they're part of the truckers' lives, I feel like there's a lot more that we could do as a carrier to can help cut the divorce rate down. It can help keep families together, and it can help spread the joy of trucking. So where the wife is boss, you gotta think my wife is a boss. You know what I'm saying? But it's just our way of being in our own lane as we grow, setting the tone instead of trying to follow a set rule. Right now, we just paying our due, putting the time in, putting the work in. And then hopefully by the end of the summer, I'm on my next truck, putting a driver in to start on that philosophy. But hopefully you guys see a little bit of where I want to take this company, how I want to grow it, and you see a little bit of my ambition or whatever, and y'all seen a little personal side of me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But like as always, I don't care if you guys heard it over there or if y'all heard it over there, because over here, I don't care. I'm only gonna give y'all the trucking truth, nothing more, nothing less. We over here in Reno, Nevada, getting ready to leave, head over to Sacramento, California. You know, so I just hope you guys are staying safe, living life, and having fun. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get back to work. I'm gonna catch you guys on the other side.